What's going on, guys, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today, man, we're going to be doing some Planet Zoo console edition. I saw this in the Xbox store and I was like, you know what? It's only about 2 weeks old, man. Let's go ahead and let's do it, man. So I created my avatar and here we are at the main menu. I am kind of looking at this, you know, the different options here. I think we should do the career mode here. So we're gonna start the career mode here on Planet Zoo Console Edition. So I hope you guys stay tuned, man. It's gonna be a good one. All right, guys. So here we are in the career mode, man, and this is gonna be the first one. It's gonna be a tutorial, and we're gonna put it on medium, and we're gonna start new. So welcome, man. Welcome to Planet Zoo Console Edition. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys are here for the first time and you aren't subscribed, man, subscribe to the channel, man, for more great content like this. Man, if you guys help out the channel and smash the like button on the video, man, that would definitely also help out the channel, guys. And let's get into it, man. Look at this gate. Wow. What a beautiful game.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpet. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prize, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Oh, man, what an
Hello
intro.
there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Having a look-sees? All right. Alrighty. So here's
Did
the
you know
grizzly
that
bear.
grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Alrighty. We're gonna select this one.
This is where you
Mika.
can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera from inside its information panel?
The camera within the inside. Alright. Oh, wow, look at that.
See, now this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
What is up, Big Hoss, man? Alright, we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna go check out the lions. Where are they at? Over here.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride.
Oh, wow.
Although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
The king of the jungle. Look at that. Uh-oh. Wow. It's a nice little area. Uh-oh, you got one. You got a little cub here swimming around the water. That's pretty cool. What's up, little guy? Crowd is loving it. All right, we got to go over here. What the heck? Is that a train? Oh, they got a train. That's so cool. Yeah. Man, I'm going to be enjoying this game, I can already tell you.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well,
Animals?
two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
The animal trading section. Okay. Here we are. Animal marketplace. And
There we are.
need...
A pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just select them and choose Adopt. Normally, the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
We wouldn't do that, would we? Surely not. Oh, man. All right, let's see what we got to do. Adopt and adopt.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Okay. Sent to zoo.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
There it is, over there.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
The Zoopedia. Set up common
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
I'm getting tired of this lady interrupting me. All right, habitat. Let's see. Water bowl, food trough, small. Food and water. Feeding stations. I guess we need a large water bowl. I can't remember exactly what she said, to be honest. Should I just put it right here in the daggum middle? Right there. Okay. Water, and now we need food. Wait, is that a large water bowl? Food trough, small. Food trough, small. Okay.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a
Stimulation.
lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in.
Mud
That
bath.
bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Okay, habitat. Right? Wait, habitat. Mud bath. There it is. Add a mud bath. Toy. Oh, mud bath. I don't know where to put it. Right here? Obstructed. Right here?
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a fair old state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
They're different colors. That's pretty cool. A hippo habitat. Where's the hippos? Oh, there it is. Oh, look. What's up, little guy? Ooh, look at that. That's cool. All right, what we got going on here?
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause time for a moment.
Pause time. Okay.
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
So, edit barrier. Habitat gate.
Right! Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Using the brick barrier. Alright, let's go to barriers. And we will click here and... I'm guessing this is what they want. Oh, dang it. Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? No? Alright. No problem then. We're gonna have a little bit of a off looking.
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
It won't let me delete it. Alright. whatever. I gotta add glass barriers. Glass barrier. Glass barrier. Red brick. Alright. Swap a section of brick for glass. Okay. And delete. Oh, since we can do that, let's do this. Delete. Delete. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh no! Delete. 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 And now we'll add the glass one. Oh! Wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Whoops. Oh wait. Can we? Let's delete. We're experimenting, guys. We're experimenting. Come on. Hurry up. And here. And here. And delete. Because we... Oh, wait. No. Here. No, it won't let me... Come on, let me get the glass. There we go. And... Oh, wait. No. Put... We need more glass. Okay. Let's go back to barriers. Let's put something here, like that. Does that not work? Okay. Here. And then, okay, so let's go back to barriers, add glass.
There we go.
There we go.
Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should unpause time. After all, if time's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches.
Play.
Oh, by the way, as well as pausing time, you can also speed it up. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
Ah, brew. Alright, send to zoo. Ready in trade center. Alright, let's go here. Send to zoo. This one. Animals. This one. And this one. And one more. Send to zoo. This one.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Wow. Now you tell me. Place a feeding and water station of food enrichment. Alright. Food enrichment, slow feeder. Right here. And now we need... I like how they're just small boxes and then they turn huge. Feeding station, large food bowl. Water station.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere
only got
they
one?
can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
That was a lame that was a lame joke.
Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did he do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich.
She even knows about it.
So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals. You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Okay, so you can click RB and it rotates it like that. Alright, we got it. Got it. What's this mean? Can I put it here? Oh, right here. There we go.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness. Negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Place a transformer. Invalid rotation.
Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
It's not too far away.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Okay.
Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
I got it. I got it. All right. So we need to go to barriers, and then we need to not climbable, watertight. Place a donation box. We can do concrete. Money's not an issue, right? What's the length? Can we change the length on this? There we go. And then add a habitat. Oh wait, no. We need to put glass, but we're not gonna put glass yet, right? We'll just keep setting up the concrete barriers. Man, the controls on this are a little tricky. And then we're gonna switch back to concrete. We're gonna have to change that to 7 minutes. Then put that there. Put the grass. Oh wait, no. Sure, let's do 10. And then let's put glass. And more glass. And concrete. And then we'll trim it. There we go. Go back to 10. And then we'll go to glass. Glass again. Concrete. And there we go. Right? Everything's connected. Everything's good to go. We need to replace. It's all connected, yeah? Looks to be. We need to add a habitat gate. There we go.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, let's select the habitat barrier and then jump into barrier editing mode.
All right. So, habitat. Blueprints? I'm so confused. So confused. Set boundary. So we go to habitat, right? Beds and shelters, enrichment items. Place a donation box. We still need to place a donation box. Where's the donation box? Here we're to see all. No. Habitat. What about all? No. Build new Bengal habitat. Add habitat gate. Complete the habitat. Set boundary to 7 meters high. Okay. Habitat. Land area. Temperature. Species. Last year. Barrier status. Edit barrier. Height. 370. We can only go to 2. Set boundary to high.
Almost a merry Badaniso won the world.
Where do we have to go to do this? Because this only lets us go to... Oh. 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 I got it.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Oh, you know what? We need to, edit barrier. Let's edit barrier and change this to glass. Can we do that? Man, I need to change this to a window. There we go. It won't let me change this one though. I don't know why. Outside placement area. What if I do this one? No. Can I change this one out? No. Can I change this one out? No. Edit barrier. Glass. Glass. Perfect. Glass. 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 No. Okay. Well, that'll do it. And then we have to put a donation box.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Oh, man.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them. This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can
pool.
also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
The water tool. Snow, sand, rock, water. There we go. Rough water, select water, remove water, calm water.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Toy and enrichment habitat. And now we need a toy. Oh wait, toy. There it is. And set it right there.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just
Oh,
as
we're in England.
normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Increase. Yeah. Oh, why'd I do that? Wow. Um. Barrier status. View animal market. Um.
Look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Oh, right. Let's see what we got here. Check out this bad boy.
Rightio. Head over to the Terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then,
Right.
open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Oh, right. So we gotta go to terrain. They need more. They need more soil. So let's change the size. How's that? Let's see. Soil, rock, grass. There's too much long grass, so let's add more soil. And put some soil over here. Alright, what about now? Where are we at now? Grass short. There's too much short grass. So what do we need to do for that? Where short grass? I'm guessing this is short grass. We still can put plenty of soil, so that's what we'll do. We'll put more soil down. We'll change the size here. Put more intensity. Put some this way. All right, where we at now, big guy? Where are we now? Is there not enough short grass? So let's go to terrain, short grass.
Right then. All
There we
animals
go.
need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
All right, environment tab. Plants.
Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
There we go. Take away the moss. They don't need that. Tropical. So now we need to go to that. And can we... Hold on. Let's see. Let's go to B. Plants. Rocks. Plants. And Y. Go to filter. By biome. And tropical. And we'll put this here, this here. Maybe put one right here. What we got here? Put it there, put it there, put it there. And what we got? Ooh. How we doing? Increased wealth, plant welfare.
Get up,
Okay, we need more. What's this? There we go. All right.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
We need to improve the
Now
what?
then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
Peafowls.
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Social welfare?
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Head over to the social tab to see what's wrong.
Social tab.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
Off we go to the animal market. Sent to zoo. And sent to zoo. And sent to
Good
zoo.
work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there
Grumpy?
and see what's wrong with her.
A grumpy snow leopard.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Alright, so swap cave barrier glass with one-way glass. So here, edit barrier, one-way glass.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
The temperature heat. Ooh, what is that? Oh, there goes one right now. Alright, open the heat map. Heat maps. There we go. They're good. He's happy right now. And is that the only one? Don't attack the zookeeper. No. Okay, we're good. Open the heat maps. Heat maps. Turn on the temperature heat
As you
map.
can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can.
Okay.
Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future.
All right.
Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
All right then. So we need to add 3 coolers. So let's go to habitat. Wait. Let's go to habitat. Cooler. One here. One here.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Why don't y'all make it happen when you got him? Oh, I'm sorry. Snow. Alright, we'll put the intensity up to 100 and the size will be bigger. There we go.
Well then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should head to the animal section of the zoo management screen.
Oh man, they're packing so much into this. But I got you, little guy. I got you. Oh, look at that. You're so happy. Alright, so increase the overall habitat species overall welfare of 90%. Animal alert. Uh-oh. Open up the zoo management list. And here's our animals.
As you can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate tool.
Well,
Right. I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
so the tortoises aren't very happy. So let's go see what the tortoises are wanting. And go from there. Jump to heading. Here they are. Welfare, 7%. Nutrients, social. Stress. The animal is distressed and is trying to hide. Alright. Hard shelter. So we need to put a hard shelter in. Enrichment. Food enrichment. Okay, let's start with a hard shelter. Habitat. There's one. We'll put 2 of them in there. And we need a animal enrichment. Or a food enrichment. How's that, little guy? Oh, enrichment. Okay. So let's go to habitat. And let's go to enrichment items. Food enrichment. Let's do filters, species, giant tortoise, and so that should increase their. Maybe they need something more. Maybe. Let's see, what now? 50% of enrichments. Hard shelter. We need you a hard shelter. So let's filter that by species. Giant tortoise. And go back. Oh, wait, can we remove? Oh no. We need to remove these.
Oh yeah!
I can't remove it. Demolish. There we go. And we will demolish this one. And let's select the tortoise again. Hard shelters. And let's put. That one's kind of big. There we go. What about now, little guy? Hard shelter, 27 for all animals. Okay, so we need to do another one. Oh, that was humongous. Is that better? Hold on. Where are you at, little guy? Hard shelter, 51%.
Get up,
Insufficient. No, money, not understanding. Money's no issue, so we're money is no issue. We're learning as we go. Oh, that's ginormous. That is ginormous. Size, longevity. So we need more enrichments. Toy enrichment habitat. So they need toys. So let's go here. Let's make sure we still okay. Back, and enrichment for toys and small ball. And we will also put a sprinkler. What about now? Welfare, hard shelter. They need more sand.
Get up,
How's that? 57. And hard shelters. And what we looking at? Longevity. There's fine there. Man, guys, there's so much into this. Oh. 152,000. Wow. $45, 40, 95, 74, 41, habitat, temperature, animals too cold. Alright, let's go to the next one. Let's go to animals, and let's see. They're good. They're happy. And who is not very happy? Oh, look. Let's go to the zebras. Enrichments. Food enrichments. Alright. So we'll have to go back to the habitat. Wait. Go to the filters, species, and I'm totally gonna get this wrong. What kind of species? You're a zebra, but what's like the plain zebra? Okay. And filters again, species, plains zebra. There it is. And they want where'd the zebras go? Did they just vanish? Aw, we have a little baby zebra. And enrichments, 56%. Oh, where plants? They want more long grass. So let's go to terrain. And we will go to long grass. There we go. What about now, little guy? Where are you running off to? There we go. It's too much soil. So let's put some short grass in here too. Where are we at? Still too much soil. There we go. So the zebras are happy with their terrain. They need more plants. How are you doing, big guy? You guys need an enrichment, food, and toy. Alright. Habitat. Oh wait. Habitat. Filters. Species. Food and water. They want toys. Food enrichment. What about now? Requires less plant and tree coverage. Not a problem. We can go to this one and Europe, Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Europe and Asia. It's got pines. Africa, 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 Africa. How we doing now? Perfect. What about you, big guy? What are you needing? Enrichments. Is this for giraffes? Yeah.
Not bad.
There we go.
Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Alrighty, guys.
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning.
Wow.
So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee. As strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. We're gonna save. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. If you guys did, drop a like on the video. Let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm looking forward to doing some more episodes for you guys if you enjoyed it.